Hi everyone, my name is Emma Milchman. I am a junior at Robbinsville High School, and this is my third season on FTC 14020 Nemesis Prime. Before COVID and quarantine, a couple of my teammates and I had been doing CAD lessons for surrounding FTC teams. So since that's not possible right now because of COVID, I decided to come on here and make a couple lessons or a couple of videos to kind of help you guys pick up the basics of CAD using ONSHAPE software. And here you can see a quick overview of what these videos are really going to look like. So feel free to jump around or follow in order. But with that, let's get started. Welcome everyone. So this is gonna be the home stretch. We made it to assembly. So down in those bottom tabs, assembly is kind of already there for you. So I just moved to this tab and it comes right up with all these pieces ready to go. So I'm just selecting 2 of each rail, and then I'm going to put in a belly pan. I'm not going to put in the cube because it doesn't really need to be here. I'm going to just click on this belly pan and I'm going to fix it, or on other softwares it's called to ground, so it can't move. You'll see if you go to move the other ones, they will still freely move, but this will make sure the belly pan doesn't. This way, this will kind of just prevent some of the mates to not really get messed up. And again, you can see all of these mates up top. The slider mate, you can use this on holes, so you can just grab a hole from each corner, so one from the belly pan, one from a rail, and you can go ahead and see that this will basically make it. Oh, I'm just going to try that again. I must have missed a hole. So you grab one from the belly pan, one from the rail, and this will make it so it kind of holds this rail to, it limits the motion of freedom. So it's only going to move up and down. So now we want to kind of restrict that. So we're going to grab the planar mate. So you're going to grab the face of the belly pan and the underneath of the rail, and then this will stick this together, limiting the last freedom, or the last freedom of rotation that it has, and this will kind of stick. So these two pieces are now officially flush together, or mated as you would call. So you can go around to do this to all 4 sides. So once again, just because this can be a little confusing, I'm grabbing the slider mate, I'm grabbing a point from the belly pan, a point from the rail, and then I'm going to move this up just so I can get a better view of it. And then I'm going to grab the planar mate. So I'm going to grab the belly pan face and the underneath of a rail, and that's going to stick these together. Again, even if you get to the more complicated constraints later on, they're all basically restricting a degree of freedom. So whether this is like rotation wise or up and down wise, you can basically break it down to a degree of freedom. So again, I'm going to go in with that slider mate, and then I'm going to go in with the planar mate. So moving it up just so I can see it a little bit easier, I'm going to grab the planar mate, grab the belly pan, and grab the underneath of the rail. This can be a little bit repetitive, but it gets the job done. Once you get through assembly, it really feels like you've got a weight off of your shoulder, because assembly, if you've got a lot of pieces, can be super intimidating. So this video is going to be short and simple, and it's just going to be assembling the belly pan and these 4 sides, just to get down the basics, because assembly can be very intimidating if you've got a lot of pieces. So just want to keep this nice and easy. So now that we've got this 4th side in, you can head to the next video if you're following in order, where we're going to kind of add in axles and wheels and kind of make this look more like a chassis. Or if you're not going in order, you can jump to whatever video you'd like to go to next.